Hey there, Snow Shaw here. I'm supposed to do a short commentary clip from the new album that I'm presenting, but you gotta listen to this. Yeah, I'm talking about the reissues, revisited, revamped, remastered, reworked versions of all the Notre Dame albums that I eventually, now after 18 years, got all the rights back to. So I'm putting out one album per month, and so far I already put out two. It was Dememon de Bizarros in January on the 25th, because it's on the 25th of each month, and 6 albums in total. So in January it was Dememon de Bizarros, and then it was Coming Soon to a Theater Near You, the first sort of demo that eventually got released as the first EP, and it just came out. So, and now what you're hearing in the background here is Volume 1 from 1999, Volume 1, Le Théâtre de Vampire by Notre Dame. But note, all of these albums, I decided to put them on the Snow Show profile. So I'm pretty much collecting all my stuff, whether it's whatever bands, because I've been involved with so many different projects, of course. And I want you fans to find them. Are you ready? Le Théâtre du Vampire, ta-da! Kind of theatrical, I'd say. Yeah, but I was asked to do a short commentary clip here. Maybe I should skip to the next song, right? Let's do that.
Bouffon. Bloody bouffon.
Yeah, that's the title of the song. The second one on the Théâtre de Vampire. And it was the first video that I ever did for Notre Dame back in '98. Supposedly, it was done in a rundown old theater in the heart of Paris. But like so many other things tied to Notre Dame, it's not entirely true. It wasn't done so far away from here where I am now. On Devil's Island, also known as Hissing Island in Gothenburg, and the youth center where I grew up. So it's really cool, I gotta say. I designed it inspired by silent movies and kind of static in that way. So we would tie ropes from the lighting rig with elastic bands or rubber bands in it on our wrist, and be like that, like puppets or marionettes. And I would say that it ties on, or it fits like a glove actually, with the style and characteristics of the song. What else can be said about this? Yeah, that's one of those toys that you were using and that everybody hates because it makes so much noise, you know? That laughing sort of clown or whatever. What you hear in the background here is called Vlad the Impaler. It's a kind of a funny story because I wrote this way back in maybe 93 or 94 for Memento Mori. And the thing is that Mike Weed at the time was saying, okay, so we're singing about Dracula now? I suppose we do. But for some reason, it never ended up on any album with Memento Mori. Maybe because me and Messiah couldn't really see eye to eye, I suppose. And everything turns out for the better, I gotta say. I mean, there's a meaning behind everything, because it's far better, this kind of nursery rhyme type of lyrics, kind of childish in a way. Once upon a time, in a place not far from here, lived a prince in a castle with his lovely fiancée. It suits perfectly with the character that I sort of invented or created. The original limited edition double LP of Le Théâtre Vampire. I just love all these old kind of vintage retro horror themes and things. And what else can I say about this? And the song you hear in the background goes along in the same vein, being the intro to the other song coming after here. But this is called I Bring Nosfera to You, with some nods and references to Arthur Brown, the original pioneering shock rock icon that was a huge inspiration to me. I remember I used to say back in those 25 years ago or whatever, wow, we're gonna be like Kiss. But in reality, I never aimed for superstardom or anything like that. I was actually more fascinated about those kind of obscure guys like Arthur Brown, for example, and Misfits or Sam Hine, Death Estes, and all those obscure ones. Yeah, you heard the kids here, right? I invited some of my relatives. Now they're grown-ups with their own kids and all, but back then they were like, I don't know, 8 to 10 years old or something. Just because it creates a spooky sort of hybrid, dark music with kids that are supposed to represent innocence. Same thing with the combination of having clowns in the combination with dark music, clowns and circuses and all that. That is supposed to represent happiness and joy, but it becomes very bizarre, I think. I love this song. Wherever the trees seem to whisper his name, cause I had a horse-drawn sleigh ride. Yeah, this is called Sleigh Ride, Sleigh Ride through Transylvanian Winterland. Was heavily inspired by the movie Francis Coppola's Dracula from '92. Those scenes where they are riding on a horse-drawn sleigh ride. A sleigh ride maybe by coach, leading up to this winding road all the way up to Castle Dracul. Really cool song. Yeah. I like this one. Some sort of mock Latin. Funny, Gus G, my friend, guitarist, he called me up when Ghost became so hugely popular and said, oh, it's funny, you were doing that like 20 years earlier or something. But as I was saying, I didn't aim for superstardom or anything like that. So be careful what you wish for. Deep down, I wish to become sort of like this underground, below underground even, obscure horror act. And that is also why, like I was going to try to say here, I put scratches on the original files, meaning, I mean, it looks like it's worn out. And when you're going through, you know, old LPs in a second-hand store, a record store, and find all that, it looks like, wow, what is this? Some sort of horror musical or something like an old soundtrack for a horror movie from mid-70s or something like that. Another kind of funny thing here, as you can see, when I grew up listening to Sweet albums, they were on the record label RCA, right? And so I kind of made some sort of replica of that, but it says, it's kind of hard to see, it says rock instead of RCA. So, all those references. To skip to the next song, I think you have a fairly good view of this, hearing it behind me when I'm shouting out sort of my reflections of looking back on something that happened almost half a lifetime ago. Let's fast forward. So we're back. Here comes one of those moody, slow songs called Dusk. I wrote a song that was intended to be on Volume 2, Vaudeville the Devil, called Dawn. From dusk till dawn, you know? But as you know, it was all recorded, ready to be mixed, I guess. But because I wasn't getting along or seeing eye to eye with the record company, I didn't want to waste another perfectly good album. Time goes by and I never released it. Maybe I will now though, since I'm putting out all this stuff again. We'll see about that. But getting back to this Dusk, I don't know if you heard that. More somber, bleaker, dark, sort of goth pop. I really like this though. Why wouldn't I? Otherwise I wouldn't have done it, right? In my certain darkness, like ransom for the soul. Sounds familiar? Yeah, a little bit inspired by Oxygen. Jean-Michel Jarre. This is a really cool song. It's a different direction though, more straightforward, redneck rock from the southern territories. Which is important. It's called Sabbath. Doctor of New Orleans, Sabbath doctored a girl in her early teens. The creepy little crawlers was drawn to the fire through the Sabbath. I don't remember the lyrics with it. Just bits and pieces here and there. If you're a Swede or Scandinavian, maybe I understand Raggarrock. It's hard to translate that. Going through all this material after all that time, there are certain songs I haven't heard in many, many years. Rewrite the Holy Bible. Very cool song. This was kind of a surprise when I listened back to this after such a long time. It's called Faust, the Gold Striker. All the old horror cliches. Yeah, I like that. This is more, by my standards, this is more guitar-based and riff-based actually. I don't depend that much on riffs normally. I'm kind of seeing the whole big picture, I guess. really know what to say here. It goes right along the line, same vein of horror, metal. This is so cool. This is cool. I suppose one shouldn't reveal one's influences or inspiration, but this comes from A Magician's Birthday by Uriah Heep. Really bizarre transition here. Maybe I need to speed this up. Yeah. And here we are again. This is called Black Birthday. This song I've done on different albums, in different versions, or at least twice. On Nightmare Before Christmas, the album that I put out about the same time as this, I did a version where I had Pete Black doing a guest solo. My old friend from King Diamond. But here I'm doing everything. I think. Obviously inspired by early Manowar. Possibly Hatred or March for Revenge, something from Sleigh Ride, which is basically my Black Bible. I love this kind of, call it slow blues shuffle in a very primitive and robust way. Let's skip the next song. This is a really cool song. So bizarre with all these supposedly female vocal choirs of sirens or banshees going completely crazy. It's really cool. Ladies of the night. Long time on a desolate moor, shortly after he slept by the fireplace. The wall just goddess maiden there on the floor by a female falsetto in the break of dawn. This is so crazy, this song. It appears on the first EP. That's just sort of a preview or pre-taste of the song, just half of it. And here in it is on the full-length album in its entirety. Here comes Spiderella XXX. And that's originally the last song of the album, even though I had a hidden track called Shock Opera. You're gonna hear it soon. This is cool. I must say it's been such a pleasure to revisit your own old material that for some reason you haven't been listening to. I normally don't do that. Venomous, poisonous, torturous, to do to us. I intentionally sing in a very broken accent. I never intended to try to sound like I was born in Los Angeles or anything like that. With this whole gimmick of Notre Dame was more French accent or Eastern European. If you were thinking about Vlad the Impaler and that stuff, it's more exciting, I think. But what can I say? I think if you listen yourself, this is cool. As poisonous, he loves to do to us. Let's go to the last song, right? You're in for surprise.
You're in for surprise. You're in for a shock.
This might go right above the head of an uninitiated listener. There are a lot of references to movies and old music, things that inspired me, and that line I sort of borrowed as a tribute, I suppose, to Judas Priest, the Ripper. But this whole song, lyrically, it's about the chess game between this man and death. Obviously, it's Ingmar Bergman, Seventh Seal, where they decide to sit down and play this chess game. If you win, he gets to live. Otherwise, he's going below, the world below, or to hell, I suppose. It's so weird. I should really do one of those reaction videos, like listening to your own music, because I don't remember that much. Very operatic. Vangelis.
She offered
And if I win, I live. But if I lose, you'll take me to hell. I certainly wasn't thinking about commercial success when I did this. Not that I do that now either, but definitely wasn't aiming for that. Did I say operatic? I think she's doing this listen. Maybe later. So. Yeah, that's about it. We hopefully got a glance of the entire album of Volume 1, Vlad the Impaler. Originally released in 1999, but now it's released on digitally under Snowy Shaw profile on all the streaming platforms. This is cool. Oh, I love this part. This is a good outro.